also recognize you had the good fortune of not having to move your family all around the country, but then getting the experiences from 3 different Hall of Fame head coaches that have done it in many different ways, with a consistency in certain things that give you the experience. I think that it has helped me in the different opportunities I've had, in particular being head coach.
Are those guys that you ever reach back out to in any way? You talk to Coop, you talk to Urban?
Coach Coop, yes. I mean, he's almost 90 now.
Yeah.
Every now and then, Coach Tressel, who's lieutenant governor of the state, but would answer a call or a text message within probably 15 minutes of when you hit him is unbelievable. Those guys, Coach Tress in particular, the one. My other greatest connection is probably Mark D'Antonio, all of guys that are out of the game, but offer a lot of insight.
What kind of governor do you think Jim Tressel is?
I'm not around, so I don't know. I know this, that whatever he does incredibly well.
Coach, you had some experience playing against Alabama with Cincinnati and Wisconsin. Do you look forward to being in Tuscaloosa this fall?
Yeah, I've got some experience playing against them. I've never played there. But no, it's an incredible challenge. And I think for us and who we are and where we are, it's just another way of saying, hey, we got a great opportunity to measure ourselves. We had an opportunity to measure ourselves last year, and we did recognize where we were, which wasn't a great place. And so our ability to continue to grow and recognize these things as opportunities and challenges, what's incredibly important to us. And to go on the road is just another way of recognizing some of the challenges that are going to be ahead of us as we move into the Big Ten schedule as well.
Coach, I spoke to Billy Edwards Jr., your quarterback there, and I guess his family has some Alabama background. Did you know that?
No, I don't know that I know that background. I know the Northern Virginia background. I know his brother coaches in college at Richmond. His sisters, I think, at UConn with athletics. But I don't know the whole extent of the family tree and history.
Said his mom, and I think maybe his brother. Maybe.
Well, that I didn't know. So you know what?
Talk to her. She might give
there you go. I think I have enough insight with some of that, and if I guess I could go as far as to have a niece that went to school there, and if she could fill me in on anything, I think that'd be great. But I don't know that I'm going to be calling upon her either.
Coach, what would you like to see your team do better this year? Offense, defense, special teams.
I think what you just said is the combination. And you're going to hear this thing over and over from me, this ability to play complementary football. That's what our team needs to do. It's not any one in particular thing. It's not run the ball better or stop the run better. Those are all things that we need to do better. But if we don't play complementary football and be a comprehensive complementary football program, then we won't grow to where we need to grow to.
Coach, has the revenue sharing changed your recruiting in any form or fashion?
It's changed everybody's recruiting in some form or fashion, right? Never did in the past did we have to truly deal with contracts. I think that over the last couple of years with NIL we have, but I think that there's been a lot of changes that we still are trying to figure out how the revenue sharing based on, do we have parameters, do we have a cap, do we have a soft cap, and what the hell does that really mean, is going to continue to change and evolve all of high school recruiting as in particular to as it does for the portal recruiting as well.
Regarding college football, the playoff expansion and Tony Petitti wanting the automatic qualifiers and play-in games, what would play-in games do for Wisconsin?
I mean, there's play-in games does so much for the entire Big Ten. I mean, the greatest thing about college football, or about the NFL football, is there's so many teams that are still alive come the last 2-3 weeks of the season. And when you really just look at saying, hey, be in the top 6 in your league, I mean, you talk about meaningful games that are played in November and on everybody's campus. I mean, what more can you do? Right? I mean, that's the greatest thing that's the greatest opportunity that you can have. And as we've seen with the 12-team playoff, it's very rarely does whoever everybody thinks is number one be the one that wins out in the end. And if that doesn't show you the difference between selecting, who is to be in the playoffs as opposed to doing your best job at playing into the playoffs, I mean, we just see it over and over every year. So I know it would do a lot for us. I think it would do a lot for our league. But But I think that idea of wild card weekend that I like to refer to it as, I think would be something that's pretty special.
And then with the Big Ten winning back-to-back national championships, have you seen that have an effect on Wisconsin recruiting, whether it's high school or in the portal?
Yeah, I think in general, in some ways. I mean, I think that there are some people that are starting to recognize it in, student athletes in particular, the where some separation is becoming. And I'm not here to say we're, be like some others and make some bold statements about, where we are compared to the SEC. Like the truth of the matter is the Big Ten and the SEC are what college football is continuing to be. And I do think that there's definitely two guys that are, in some ways separating themselves. And we need to find a way to outside of whatever the laws allow and collusion and things like that, to figure out what's best for college football via the Big Ten and the SEC, and put some structure in place. And again, I praise our commissioner for doing that and pushing forward and trying to do that. I'm not downplaying that anybody else. I know it's not an easy thing because it's hard to get 16 of our own coaches that say they want the same things to walk out of the room and continue to do the same things that they said they're going to do, or going to vote for the same things. So there's a lot of change in college football, and I think it is all for the better, but it does make it difficult for a lot of us.
Coach, what attracted you to Billy Edwards Jr.?
There's a lot of things that attract me to Billy. I think his journey is what attracted me more than anything. And I just mean that in the ability to handle a lot of adversity, go through a lot of different situations that it's hard to gain the experience without that.
Speaking of change, sorry.